members that I'm hearing from at that summit tomorrow.
Thank you. Questions, member from Holland and Norfolk.
Speaker, I have a question to the Premier about the Sudbury by-election. Ontario's Chief Electoral Officer was very clear in that he believed there was an apparent contravention of the bribery statute contained within the Election Act. Your Deputy Chief of Staff, Pat Sabara, is accused of bribery. Your backroom Liberal operative, Jerry Lougheed, is also involved in the alleged bribery. It's illegal to grant government jobs or other positions as a favor. Premier, why have you not removed Jerry Lougheed and Pat Sabara?
Mr. Speaker, let me just remind the member opposite, I'm sure he just neglected to read this part of what the Chief Electoral Officer said, Mr. Speaker, and he said, and I quote, "I am neither deciding to prosecute a matter nor determining anyone's guilt or innocence. Those decisions are respectively for prosecutors and..."
Member from Dufferin, Caledon, come to order.
I take this matter very seriously. There is...
While you were heckling, I indicated that I wanted you to come to order. Carry on.
I take this matter very seriously, and as the Minister of Community Safety and Correctional Services has said, there is a process. That process is being undertaken at this moment, but it's a process that takes place outside of this House, Mr. Speaker. That's where the investigation is taking place, and that is exactly where it should take place.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Back to the Premier. In our society in the province of Ontario, we all believe in the rule of law. Justice is blind. No one is beyond it. Our rule of law is based on a set of strict principles to which we as a society all agree. Our rule of law is not arbitrary. Our rule of law is not subject to financial influence. You, your friends, your hired operatives believe you are above the law. The fact is, if you break the law, you pay the price. We now have 4 OPP investigations into this alleged criminal activity, and this reflects badly on everyone. Premier, for the good of all concerned, and if charges are laid, will you step aside?
Community Safety Correctional Services.
Thank you very much, Speaker. And I really appreciate the member opposite talked about the rule of law, because I wish his other members would recognize what in our system of democracy, what the rule of law means. Rule of law in our system, Speaker, creates a clear distinction between the executive branch of the government and that of the judicial branch of the government. Speaker, by the same logic that the member opposite talking about, it is prohibited that the executive branch gets involved in the judicial branch of the system, Speaker. That is the fundamental tenet of our rule of law. We have a separate judicial process in place right now. There are investigations that is ongoing, and it's only the right and the legal thing to do is to respect those investigations and not to comment in this House, Speaker. So I urge all the members opposite. Let's get back to the issues that are important to Ontarians, Speaker. Let's talk about issues that Ontarians are talking about, like building good public infrastructure, Speaker.
Thank you. New question. The member from Nickel.